Apparently, the government did everyone a favor. The FBI and the Department of Justice took out a big group of bad guys on the internet. Now, this group had set up shop and infected a whole bunch of computers with what amounts to a nasty virus. The thing is, these computers were yours and mine. Before, the FBI would take out this main setup, kind of like the head of a monster, but they wouldn't enter anyone else's machines. Well, this time they cleaned up all those tentacles that had sneaked into all of our PCs as well. And that presents us with a couple of very interesting questions about this. And to talk about it, we've got Anthony Mongeluzo here, our technology expert, to explain this. So this was a little bit confusing to me. I'm going to own up to this. So tell me what the problem is and what we think the problem is.
And it is confusing and it is
right.
geeky, but we're going to keep it non-geeky.
Yeah.
Basically, when your computer gets hit with a virus, that virus could report back home. And almost like a mothership, that home computer can actually issue commands and cause your computer to do whatever it wants. In this case, this particular virus that the Fed shut down was used to gain bank account information, passwords. It actually logged people's keys as they were typing and reported them back home. And it was reported that this came from Russia, so that's where the data was going. And once they get those passwords, it's not too good for you.
So this time the government shut down the head of the monster. They also got the tentacles of the monster, so that's a good thing. But it's also raised a lot of questions like, well, what are they doing in my own computer? I mean, the bad guys are in my computer. Now the good guys are in my computer too. What do you think about that?
It's a big privacy concern, but in a case like this, I think they made the right call. They knew the systems were already infected. A federal judge said that it was okay to do it, and they actually used the mothership to disinfect everything. Google has done this with your phones, the Android phones. They've actually pulled out applications. So in the past, this has been done. And when this is a big harm to people, I think it made sense, but it will continue to raise concerns.
So what's to say the government doesn't do this with other things, which they think are a big concern? Like maybe I have some, whatever I'm doing with my own computer. What's to say that they don't do it then, and I don't know?
And the fear is not even just the government. What about Microsoft? What about Apple? They have full control to the operating system, so why can't they dig in? And then it goes even further and further. Google with your search terms and Facebook, there's always these privacy concerns. So this is just another landmark, I think, in cyber law and really how the government will use technology to interfere or help with our lives, depending on which side of the fence you're on.
It's interesting, all the new questions that arise as our technology keeps advancing. Thank you so much, Anthony. As always, you do make it so much simpler. I like
Hopefully
the mothership.
non-geek.
Yeah, mothership analogy. It's a little geeky analogy, but we still love our, our Trekkies and our people that love the people from outer space. Still ahead tonight at 5. Simon Cowell looking